Dude, I think we're set up. This is the
Cool.
very first official on
Nerve.
location episode.
I'm nervous.
You're nervous about this? I was nervous about setting everything up with this.
Just,
Luckily, we got people in the background to help.
Yeah, just the film.
Where are we sitting right now?
The Northside Community Garden.
And I mean, where's this at in the north side?
It's by the Giant Eagle and the swimming pool
Okay, and how
in the Allegheny Commans Park.
long have you been involved with this?
This is going on my second year here. Justin got me involved with it.
And I mean, this is just a community garden?
Yeah.
And whenever you were involved with this, was this like, was it ripping already?
Yeah, they literally have done everything. All I've done is put plants in my plot.
And who, like, is there one or two people that are like involved with this more than others?
Art, Dennis, and Justin have like a huge involvement in it. There's a lot of other people that do a lot of awesome stuff, but I would say that they're probably like the main three.
That's dope. Now, whenever you came here, like what made you want to get involved with this?
I have my garden at my house, and I just like got super, super into it, and like kind of just went from there with it, and like outgrew my space at my house. And Justin was like, "Yo, get a spot at the garden," and I was like, "I can do that," and he's like, "Sure."
You just move in and you just plant and you just kind of like, what are your duties as a patron of the community garden?
Everyone kind of just like cleans up after themselves, like make sure that their spot's good, like help people out randomly as you go,
Now, whenever you say their spot, like, are people allotted a certain area in this garden, or is it kind of just like open to everyone?
Everyone has their own spot.
Oh, okay, so like you'll have like a planter. Like, do you have your own planter?
Yep.
What do you got planted in there? Fire pit salsa ingredients?
All my vegetables are at my house this year, and all I have in my spot here is flowers.
Flowers?
Yeah.
You always been into flowers?
No, this is actually like a new thing for me, and I think I'm like kind of messing it up a little bit, but it seems like it's working, so.
I only have like hot peppers at the house, and I have habaneros and a couple other hot ones, but it's like, I don't know, I feel like it's either hit or miss with it. One year, whenever I took the least amount of care to my plants, they were just like fruiting so many peppers that I had to make hot sauce to be able to utilize them all. I mean, flowers though, I don't know. Like I said, I feel like it's hit or miss. One year it's like ripping, one year it just doesn't work at all. Like last year, none of my peppers grew. I had I had a lot of problems, but I feel like I took more care of it. They just didn't turn out the way I wanted.
I feel like, and this is just off my experiences, and I'm definitely, gardening is very new to me. It's something that I do to like get away from everything.
Yeah.
The less I pay attention, the better it gets.
Set it and forget it?
Yeah, like I do maintenance. I do maintenance stuff, like I'll water and do random stuff like that, and like, make sure weeds aren't like taking over and things, but like the less I like pay attention to it, the better it seems like it gets.
Yeah.
And there's also years where like last year my tomatoes at my house did horrible, but the year before they did amazing, and it's just like, what happened?
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I try to figure it out, but I feel like, can only do so much. So why are we here right now?
So on July 7th from 2 to 5, we're going to have an event, like a Cottle Built Pop Up event. Going to have DJ Denny there. You're going to be here. Sweet Little Eats is going to be here. Streets on the Fly is going to be here. And then Allegheny City Brewing and East End are going to be here. And we're just going to hang out for a few hours and have some fun.
Now tell me what Cottle Built is.
Originally, it was just an Instagram page to like display my work when I worked at other bike shops, and there was never any like dream or goals of it being anything other than that. Like I was just wanted to post stuff that I felt stoked on that, I fixed or built. I've worked at a few shops in Pittsburgh, and I grew up in my family's bike shop, and towards like the middle of like last summer, I just kind of got burnt out and wasn't like happy, and I thought that was weird because I love the bike industry and I love the bike community and everything, and I just wanted to start my own thing. So I just slowly started to figure out how to do that, and I had a lot of awesome people like pushing me to like, yo, dude, do this, do this, do this. So that's kind of how that started. And now it's just a scheduled by appointment only service department, no retail. When you come to me, I basically assess your bike, give you a quote and a turnaround time, and we just rock with that, and then we schedule a pickup time. Like, I've had people that wanted to meet at a brewery, I've had people that wanted to meet at a coffee shop. I've had people that wanted to meet, I met someone at Children's Hospital.
To pick up a bike?
Yeah, because they were dropping their kid off and they're like, yo, this is the only free time I got. Like, can you give me a quote in the parking lot at Children's Hospital? And I was like, I guess. And but it worked. So, and it is working, and it's a cool, I feel like it's needed. Your traditional bike shop is definitely like an awesome place to be and stuff, but like what I'm doing is a little bit different, and I feel like it's something that's needed in our industry. So. And
how many years do you have in the biking industry?
I started working at my parents' shop in 1997.
And I mean, you're a second generation bike mechanic. Now, you coming up to Pittsburgh and you continuing your career in the bike mechanic industry, or the biking industry in general, because you're a bike rider as well, not just a bike mechanic. Now, what made you want to create these pop-up events?
Again, it goes outside of the box a little bit. Like, it's not a traditional thing that bike shops do. It's a way for me to reach out and show and give support to people in the cycling community in Pittsburgh.
So what are the goal of the biking events, the pop-up events that you're doing right now with Cottle Built?
To have fun. Honestly, like, it's awesome that Matt from Streets on Carson wants to do these with me this summer. It's awesome that 11th Hour wants me to do one. It's super cool that like ACB's offered me to do them in the fall time for the Brighton Heights pop-ups.
Well, what could people anticipate at seeing at these? Like, again, we're gonna have like different people at the one in July. You were talking about having music here, having a lot of friends, but like also you're gonna have a booth set up to do on location, somewhat assessments and a little bit of maintenance.
The maintenance part is going to be very minimal. The assessments and scheduling and like merch stuff like that. If someone comes in and they don't know how to change a flat tire, like I'll show them how to do that.
So this is a way for you to kind of extend your schedule-based service to have people get a peek at what you're doing. You bring your bike here, you could have it assessed at one of the Cottle Built Pop Up events, and then if your bike needs something beyond what could just be tightened on location or simply fixed quickly on location, you could schedule an appointment with you and become a Cottle Built customer and get your bike serviced in the long run there.
Yeah, of course. That's like the goal of it, I guess. Just so and a lot of education. Like, I'll like the Bike Pittsburgh maps, and like if you want to talk about Trail Pittsburgh or anything like that, I can talk to you about that, or like just any like small questions, just like meet and greet kind of stuff. Like, just hanging out.
Creating another resource for the people in Pittsburgh that you like to like.
Yep.
Now, in addition to one of the pillars of your life being biking, one of the pillars of your life are beer. Now, tell me a little bit about how long you've been with Allegheny City and what the brand new collaboration, how that kind of came to fruition.
Cool. Yeah. So I started at ACB roughly 7.5 years ago, helping them make beer. And when I really wanted to focus on doing the Cottle Built stuff, they were nice enough to put me on more hours. So I'm like half the week there. doing all back of house stuff. So helping brew the beer, can the beer, keg the beer, distribution, like all that kind of stuff. And honestly, just like how anything kind of pops up like in that industry, like, you know, I was just bullshitting with Matt, Alan, Amy, and was like, we should do a collab.
Yeah.
And they're like, what are you talking about? I was like, with Cottle Built, let's just make a beer. And like,
This is the first time?
Yeah, this is the first one we've done. And I wanted to do it a little different. Like this isn't a bash on most collabs, but a lot of times when you do a collaboration with like another place, like the people will come, whoever you're doing it with, they'll come, hang out for like half the brew day, take a photo or two, and then they take off, and then that's it.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do something a little bit different and stand out a little bit more. And I'm not saying this is like 100% all my idea, but I wanted to do like different glassware for each of if you ordered this beer in the tap room, it came in this glass with both logos.
Yeah.
Like it came with this coaster. Like, so you're sitting there. When you bought the 4-pack, it has the koozie on it. And I think it's well received. It was a lot of work, and definitely I know why people don't do it, because it was expensive.
Well, tell me a little bit about like how, like what the type of beer is that you guys ended up brewed, and how you decided on that.
It's an amber ale. We haven't done one before, so we thought it would be a cool idea. It's definitely something that's easy to drink in the summertime when it's hot out. It's 4.5%.
Nice and low.
Yeah,
you can rip them.
Yeah, I don't like strong beers. I like to casually sip all day.
Yeah. Now, you said an amber ale. This is the first one that ACB has done?
Yeah, we did it. Matt wrote the recipe for it and like asked me my thoughts on it and stuff, and I think it turned out pretty awesome. Most of the feedback's been great. So
when did you plan? Like, when was this starting to become a plan, and when did it start?
It's June 15th now. That beer got released on the 12th. We started probably talking about this in like April.
Okay.
And we brewed it 10 days before the 12th. So
the second.
Yeah. Whatever that day is.
Now, this is probably going to come out, I'm not sure exactly what day this is going to come out, but where do people, is this still available?
Yeah, it's out and available now.
Where do people get it?
We have a few places we distroed it to. Carson Street Deli has a sixtel of it. And
what?
A sixtel.
What's that?
It's like the smaller keg.
Oh, okay.
And then they have a case of it. On Wednesday from 6 to 9, I'm going to guest bartend there. And that's when they're going to tap it.
So you have kegs of this?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, so that's how we pour everything in the tap room at the new spot at 510.
Oh, wow.
So it's not poured out of Brights anymore, because the Brights are in the old spot. So everything's through a keg or 4-packs to go. We have 4-packs still at the new spot, and then it's still on tap there.
Okay.
So.
And then at the event, you're going to have some merch. We're looking at, you have some merch laid out right here. You have Cottle Built shirts that you started to, get brought in, but then you have some collaborations, these beautiful tie-dye collaborations. Tell me about these.
Andy does an awesome job. He just started his brand, Drip Filled Dyes. Drip Filled Dyes. It's so hard to say.
Yeah.
Damn it, Andy. And then my friend Aaron, he's owned a screen printing company since I've known him in Florida. So I always get stuff printed through him. So he printed them, and then Andy dyed them.
Okay. I have a green one just like this one.
Yeah.
Anything else you think people should know about the event?
Show up and have fun. The garden's a nice place to chill, and
this is super cool here. Like, this is a really, really beautiful spot, just like tucked in the city.
Yeah. So I think, just come out, hang out, get some food from Matt. He does awesome stuff, sweet little eats. All of her stuff is awesome.
I feel like I had one of her baked goods at one of the beer shares before.
Yeah, dude, I don't even eat sweets, and every time I see her every time I see her up, like, popped up, I'm like, all right, I need to go.
And then obviously Streets on the Fly, you know, speaks for itself. But if people have not tried it, you know, Matt Christie at Streets on Carson has a street truck called Streets on the Fly. They do their take on cheesesteaks and the best wings in the city. And they also have some additional menu items like the fries that are just
He has veggie wings or vegan wings.
Seitan wings. I mean, like, and they're fire as well.
Yeah.
But I think it's dope because, like, you know, I like the idea of like trying to come together and collaborate and cross-pollinate ideas with other, you know, cool creative people that are doing stuff. And I'm happy we were able to make this happen.
Yeah. Just a side note, like, Erica did these can labels. She fucking killed it.
Yeah. So Erica Wren.
Yeah.
And she is, like, you know, she's obviously involved with the Beer Share.
Yeah.
Her husband, John, great photographer. But, you know, I mean, like, you basically just want to collaborate with, you know, your friends that are doing stuff.
It's just friends doing things. Like, Allegheny City Cycle Club is like where my shop's at.
Yeah.
So Matt does an awesome job running that and gave me the opportunity to move in there. So.
Hell yeah.
What else? There's something I'm missing. Oh, Amy from Dancing Gnome is going to guest bartend for the event. So she's going to be pouring the East End beers and the ACB beers for people, so I don't have to, like...
So you're going to have...
So I'm not multitasking
at
as
the
much.
event, there's going to be other beers?
Yeah, we're going to have East End beer and we're going to have Allegheny City beer.
Okay.
And Amy's going to be pouring them.
Okay.
So...
And then you said the DJ. What time is all this stuff? Like,
it's 2 to 5.
Okay.
He'll probably set up at 2. You know, I'm live music and DJs on.
Yeah.
No.
People just need to get here for 2 and stay.
And then he's probably going to DJ from like 3 to 5 or something like that.
Okay.
It should be good.
Yeah, dude, I'm pumped about it. The first one at Streets was, you know, that was dope.
It was exactly what I was like visioning in my head. Basically.
Yeah, I had my dog there. You changed out my wheel on my bike, got me a brand new wheel, tuned up Antoinette's bike. You had the Narf's bikes in there.
Yeah.
You know, like we're in Streets, like wrenching on bikes.
Yeah,
like,
it was cool. Like,
it is sick.
Like I want to talk to Matt about doing that, like making that like a yearly one.
Yeah.
Like I don't know like how the other ones are gonna go because they haven't happened yet, and just don't, you know, like your expectations of like certain things or
shit unfolds as it's supposed to.
Yeah. So, but that one was definitely fucking awesome. And like, other than that, I think
everyone just needs to come down to the event.
Yeah, just need to hang out. Like, what's not cool about hanging out in a garden, drinking beer, and eating chicken wings with your friends and listening to music?
That's all you could. That's all you could ask for. All right, now give people your website. Tell everyone the date and the times again one more time. And, you know, that whole thing.
So July 7th, 2 to 5. And then my website is just cottlebuilt.com.
Instagram, Cottle Built.
Yeah, all of it's the same.
All right. And if people need to schedule with bikes, you can do that on there. DM the Cottle Built website?
They're on
email?
You can email me. All my contact info is on the website and
What's your
on my
preferred
Instagram.
way to be contacted?
A lot of people do the DM on Instagram, but if you don't have an Instagram, just email me.
Okay.
My phone number's on my business card too. Like, so like, it's just however people.
You make yourself accessible.
Yeah. It's not a big deal on how people are contacting me. It gets weird when it's like my personal Instagram and then I forget about it.
Yeah.
But other than that, everything's chill.
All right, dude. I appreciate it. I'm glad.
Yeah.
We're gonna I don't know. See you on the 7th.
What about you? What are you gonna do on the 7th?
The 7th? I don't know. You had it on the flyer as entertainment from Call You Right Back, but I think I'll have a little booth here. I'll have some merch here, obviously. Hopefully going to have some hats ordered and embroidered by then. But, you know, I'm going to mill around. You know, I guess the entertainment is me just talk to all the vendors that are going to be here. Hopefully we're going to do the same thing we're doing here. I'll have the camera set up, and my idea is to be able to go around and interview the people that are, you know, making this event happen.
Yeah, cool. That's awesome.
It's going to be good, dude. I'm excited about it. I appreciate you involving me.
Yeah.
All right. I appreciate it. Everyone else, we'll see you on the 7th.